at hand. Is hip-hop journalism a pathway to the manosphere? Before we can even interrogate this question about hip-hop journalism, maybe we should lay out what we're talking about and not conflate the hardworking journalists like Davey D and returning guest on this show, someone I call a friend, Justin Hunt, with characters like Charlemagne the God. What we're discussing today is more of a podcast ecosystem that disguises itself as journalism, that is more akin to gossip shows and pseudo self-help programming. This male-dominated podcast sphere seems to be subconsciously a gateway to manosphere ideology, where misogyny is disguised as self-improvement and entrepreneurship is seen as the only pathway to success. So join me and a few others in this deep dive conversation where we examine how a revolutionary art form is used as a bridge to conservative libertarianism with nationalist characteristics. On this journey of introspection is my homie, my man, my co-host, my dog, the Prince of Miami. He is the Pascal Rober.
Peace and greens to the chat, peace and greens to the audience, peace and greens, Jason Mizzy Miles.
This is something that I think you'll have a lot to say on. I feel like that's why you're sitting like that, because you're like, I have a lot to say.
Hip hop is a gateway to the manosphere.
Just the music in general. And let's bring in the person that brought this whole show together, M2 Salt.
Hello. Can I just say really quickly, you know how you get upset whenever you find out that someone is an island Negro and not ADOS?
Sure.
Just want to say, new Pope dropped and he's Haitian.
I refuse. The new Pope is...
The new Pope is about as Haitian as, I mean...
He's about as Haitian.
No, big up the Zoes. Flags out. New Pope is Haitian.
I think you and Pascal lie on all the Haitians. I don't believe half the people you say. Like every time I like a hip hop song, you know, Pete Rock is Haitian.
Yep. Pete Rock is American.
Like,
oh, is he Jamaican?
You're like, man, I love Daz Effects. Pascal, like, you know, Daz Effects is Haitian.
No,
that's not me. I'm not one of those Negroes. I'm not one of those cool.
Anybody
claiming
that
everybody
in the club is the greatest song ever. That's a Haitian anthem.
Loretta Devine is Haitian.
There you go.
As is Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
We got Steph Curry, y'all.
Is Steph Curry? Pascal, is she lying?
Steph Curry is not Haitian. Steph Curry has an ancestor in his family.
Big up the Zoes. Get
Tucson is the blackest woman in America. You know, so and so is Haitian. That's some shit my grandma would say. You know, so and so is black. I'm sorry, John Elway's not black. You sure?
Yo, can we stop with the one drop ruling of American figures, please?
Pascal, don't ruin this for me. We got the Pope.
You and the bad Tory Neblet. He's got a whole video talking about the Pope is black. You can't convince me otherwise.
I'm mad that your impersonation of him is so spot on that it's making me angry.
Does anybody like that guy? He's so annoying.
No, he fucking sucks. He's the guy you bring on when you have so many stupid people on your show that you bring him in because he's some sort of like academic breath of fresh air. Like you're tired of listening to Charlemagne say the most god awful retarded shit ever, so you bring that douche nozzle on.
The Pope is black, and you can't convince me otherwise.
This is Torre the writer.
Torre Neblet.
Yeah, not Toure Reed. No, you know they went to school at the same time.
That's so cute, though. I really like that.
They don't.
Our Torre hates to be confused.
I think our Torre and that Torre should have a battle for who gets to say the name.
I agree.
Oh god.
Just handle it hip hop style.
With breakdancing
Pull it
moves.
out.
Yeah.
Breakdancing moves.
Speaking of breakdancing moves, let's bring in
Mm-hmm.
who else knows more about hip hop and negrology than this man right here. Please welcome Big Bill Cody.
That's
I know about this world because I get obsessed with it, but
You don't know about black popes?
not as much about black popes. But my friend Montu in Athens, he's Mr. Hip hop in Athens, and he knows way more about hip hop than I do. But
Well, let me ask you guys the first question, and I'll dip out of this space. Who do you see as the main players in this space that are promoting this manosphere ethos? And I'll start that off with you, Tucson, because you're the one that brought this show together.
Me? Well, I'll tell you right now, this is about to be the DJ Academics hour.
Oh,
He is. He's the guy. He is a major conduit, not just for like manosphere stuff, but also right wing ideology. I believe he was the first one from this world to get a deal with Rumble, the right wing platform, the right wing social media platform. He's absolutely that guy. He's got next to no values. And obviously a ton of sexism and anger, and it's very appealing to a lot of people. I was reading this article where they were saying DJ Academics is average. He is the average man. You can tell by the way he looks, his round doughiness. He's a gamer dude. He sits in a chair all day and he screams about stuff that he likes or doesn't like, and that is a lot of people. So he kind of represents that, and he's extraordinarily toxic just on his own. Well,
well, academics. Some people think he works for the man, um, but yeah, I would put academics in there, but also in a weird way, no jumper.
yes.
Um, also VladTV.
Yes.
I mean, he's had all those kind of right wing hip hop guys on. Some of them have actually left him for being not as far enough to the right, like Jamar, Lord
Lord
Jamar.
Jamar. That's what I was gonna say, man. Lord Jamar.
Yeah.
He's almost gone all the way around to being he's pretty hardcore. And then you have I don't know how many of the hip hop people still watch him, but what, Charleston White, he's
Mm,
the pull up your pants boy man in that world.
mhm.
Willie D is pretty far to the right, although his show's pretty not very good. Um, um, but I think that all of those shows. I was thinking about this when this came up. In
Mhm.
some ways, they have a lot of the same grievances in a weird way that like white nationalists have. Like they really were against one of the reasons they were down on Biden's administration is because of the number of immigrants coming to New York and Chicago, and they would go on about how they're getting all the money and all the stuff, and we've been here forever. Um, so there's a little bit of replacement theory in the hip hop world. There's also, particularly in the in that side, they feel like their manhood is being taken away from them. There's a lot of grudges towards women,
Right.
um, which is has been a long part of hip hop. Um, uh, so all those shows, and the other part of these shows is they've always been, there's always been a bit of a conspiracy theory world in hip hop. One of my favorite and he's back on. He used to have a YouTube show. Now he has an iHeart Radio show, but and he's not, I don't think, right wing, but Busy Bone. He gets all up to. He's the new he's become like the Art Bell of hip hop.
Really?
What do you guys think about Math Hoffa?
I
I think
haven't
he's
watched
got a
that.
pretty true. I don't know if you guys agree with this. I feel like his show is about as true as it gets. It's almost like Rogan in a certain regard, where I think they'd rather talk about rap and rap adjacent stuff than they'd rather talk about the world and how to be a better whatever. Do you guys disagree?
But that's the same with Drink Champs, which is also a little bit of a pipeline, a conduit to the
How is
manosphere.
how is Drink Champs a pipeline to the manosphere? I've always wondered, how would you say that? Like, is that because of Nori, or is it DJ EMF? What's his name? What's his name? The
Oh, I don't remember his name.
A
He's
light,
the other guy on Drink Champs.
nondescript brown person.
Well, there was a time when Nori posted a tweet talking about how he was going to have Andrew Tate on Drink Champs, which why would you have Andrew Tate on Drink Champs? He sees a connection. He later on said the tweet was like a joke. And they did not have Andrew Tate on their show. But this is also the same guy who had Kanye West on his show and allowed him to go on an extended anti-Semitic rant. That was Drink Champs.
I also look. I think there's two things going on with Drink Champs.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, they're intoxicated.
Okay,
Right?
fair.
You wanted to put drunk N words in front of a camera and get drunk N word talk. It's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And you know, we've said this before on the show, talking about other genres of music. A lot of these guys, not the brightest tools in the shed.
Absolutely
Right?
not.
So I feel deep in my soul that they maybe don't know how to stop a bad interview. A and B, probably don't really understand the comments as being racist.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't to be forgiving of the. It's just like, well, what are we watching here? You know.